Hi, it's Elliott with Big City Realty, and I'm here with Christopher Castellano, who's a Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Camrost Felcorp, and Elliott Taube, the President of International Home Marketing Group. Christopher, Elliott, thanks a lot for having me. So we're going to talk about the upcoming launch of EX3 in Mississauga, and this is a much anticipated project. And first and foremost, investors looking at the real estate market, one of the main drivers, one of the main pieces of the puzzle, I guess, is the developer history. Tell me a little bit about Camrost and why you're a good investment.
Camrost has a long, prolific history in the GTA delivering real estate. We've been around now over 45 years, founded by David Feldman, who's still involved in the day-to-day operations. We've delivered over 80 buildings, some 20,000 units, over 2 million square feet of commercial and office space. And we've really been fortunate to develop all across the GTA. And one of the great things about Camrost is we just don't do the same building wherever we go. We really specialize depending on the location, depending on the offering we want to give to purchasers at that place. But the one thing we do very well is master plan communities. If you look at our history, Camrost has always had a hand in developing master plan communities. Whether it's out in Mystic Point, Park along the Lakeshore with our Mystic Point development, whether it's in Yorkville with the revitalization of the old Four Seasons and the buildings we put up there, whether it's in Upper East Village, where your team has done a great amount of deals as well. We really specialize in master plan communities because that's what allows us to give the best bang for buck to our purchasers and to our future residents.
A lot of developers talk about a master plan community.
Yes.
Almost every second project is a master plan community.
Yes.
But indeed, what truly makes Exchange District a master plan community?
I think that's a great question because the term master plan community has definitely been watered down over the past couple of years. You know, it's very similar to how luxury condos has been watered down over the past decade. I think when you look at a master plan community like Exchange, you're able to see what, you know, the true benefits that we're bringing. We have an incredible retail, ground floor retail that talks to each other. So we've got a grocery store coming in, we're gonna have cafes, restaurants, and then even the public space. So we have a beautifully curated and designed public piazza that's gonna have seasonal animations with pop-up cafes, pop-up restaurants, and then as we're calling them, the Mississaugan Steps, which is this beautiful architectural steps that are modeled after the Spanish steps in Rome. So more than just throwing up a couple of buildings, you know, slapping a whatever retailer in there, we're really curating the offering that's going into this building and into this development.
Now, in terms of the location, Mississauga, Elliott, also switch gears here, and you've sold for builders all over the GTA. What makes this location special? Like, EX3 is really at center ice here in this city, isn't it?
Exchange District at square one is center ice. You know, you just have, and Mississauga is going through this amazing transformation. The employment opportunities out there are phenomenal. Top 500 companies in the GTA. Access to the airport, access to education, to the waterfront, the new LRT coming through, which is going to make people's ability to get back into the GTA as well, into Toronto if they want it much quicker. So like everything is right at your doorstep, and you can walk to Square One, which is probably one of the greatest shopping malls that we've seen in North America. So this is an apex of location.
Nice, that's great. The very first thing that I look at in a pre-construction project are the floor plans. People like to talk about the price per square foot and this and that, but the price per square foot of my living room is the same as my garage. You see, it doesn't tell you anything about what you're buying. It's all about the floor plan. So can you tell me about the floor plans at EX3? What can the purchasers expect?
Well, I have to commend Camrost and the whole team there, and we've worked with them tirelessly and the architects to get it right. There is something for everybody here, and these are not cookie cutter suites. Everything's been looked at. Can I live in this bedroom? Can I work in this kitchen? Like, if I'm going to be at home, is it livable suite? And everything is there. Great one bedrooms, one indents, two indents. So something as far as the size range for everything, and not your typical micro suites that you're seeing being popped up everywhere. It is really a livable building, and I have to give Camrost full kudos for going that direction.
And I think one thing Camrost does very well, as Elliott mentioned, is is that we put a lot of effort into our suites. You know, for all the Exchange District buildings, we actually would tape out the floor plans in warehouses to see if they're actually livable, to make sure the corners work. That's the extent we go to, because at the end of the day, one of the reasons Camrost has been successful and has been around for 45 years is because we've delivered product that people want to continue buying and want to continue living in.
Well, that's amazing. That pretty much touches all on the main points that I wanted to hit on with you guys. So thank you so much for having me, Christopher, Elliott. Appreciate it. And on behalf of Big City Realty, we're real excited to get involved
Our pleasure.
again at the Exchange District. Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
Yeah, well, thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in today.
Thank
We're
you,
happy
of
to have
course.
you as well.
Thank you.